Hi guys, it's Jenny, and today I'm going to be talking about Legend of Korra, episodes 1, 2, and 3, which aired last night. And if you don't know, I love Legend of Korra, I love Avatar. I think it's a really great, it's not anime, it's not a cartoon, it's a really great series just in general. I do have to say I was slightly disappointed in book 2 though, in book, what is it called? Air Spirits. Yeah, that's the name of the book. Because it had a lot of weak episodes. I really liked the origin story and I really liked the ending, the finale, although I didn't think it was wrapped up really nicely. But book 3 started. It's called Change, and it's set 2 weeks after the happenings of book 2 Spirits. So the spirits are roaming free, the portals are open, and there are a lot of vines taking over Republic City and just inhabiting everything. And the president and Korra are going like head to head, and they're having a lot of tension and things are not going according to plan, and there's a lot of disagreement and disapproval within the population. So that's one problem that's happening. The other thing, at the very beginning of the episode, Boomy learns to airbend. And in the beginning, before I even thought about it, I was like, oh my god, like Boomy is a late bloomer, Boomy can't airbend, Boomy is the son of Aang, of course he can airbend, like why did it take him so long to learn? But then you start to realize it's not just Boomy. A lot of people are starting to learn how to airbend, and it's just like, how? Why? And then you realize, well, the spirit world, the portals, they're open, and thingamajig magic is happening and causing these people to airbend. So I think the first episode was a nice introduction episode. Not a lot happened. Well, I do have to say the Mako situation and the Korozami is happening. Like the Korozami has been prevalent on Tumblr for such a long time, and I was like, where did this notion come from? But then after seeing this episode, I'm like, you know, Korozami's pretty badass, and the way how they're handling Mako, it's total girls talk. It is delightful to see, and the awkwardness of Mako, hilarious, just hilarious. And yeah, that's about it for the first episode. And then the second episode, oh yeah, the one prisoner in like the high mountains or thingy, he got out because he got airbending. I didn't find it very logical though, because obviously like 2 weeks, how was he able to master airbending in 2 weeks and defeat trained warriors of the White Lotus, even though he must have been a really talented criminal beforehand and must have known martial arts? But I still feel like there's a difference between bending and just normal martial arts, and the techniques, like he was just out of their league, and that was a little bit unrealistic. I don't know how that happened, but we can see where the story is going, and I have to say I really like this series so far, this book, a lot more than the last book. Second episode, Rebirth. So what happened? Okay, let's just get straight down to it. Zuko. Oh my god, Zuko. Zuko is old, but Zuko is just, he has a dragon, he's a total bamf, and oh, I love Zuko. I think the whole entire fandom loves Zuko, and we need more Zuko, and now we're just missing his daughter. I really want to see his daughter. So in the second episode, they, you know, Tenzin and Korra and Team Avatar, they go on a mission in this giant Future Industries airship. I wonder if Future Industries is actually still like on their feet. I thought they were going bankrupt or something, but somehow Asami keeps on managing to produce wonderful gadgets and machinery. Don't know where it comes from, but okay. And they go around because they hear reports throughout the Earth Kingdom that airbenders are popping up, and they're trying to convince them to come to the Northern Air Temple in order to start a new air nomad nation. And obviously they have a lot of trouble convincing people because they're basically trying to uproot these people who've lived normal lives in the Earth Kingdom and make them become monks and spiritual leaders, etc., etc. And it's not working very well. And that whole show thing with Tenzin, bending, and so that was just ridiculous, that scene. And then they meet Kai, and I don't know how to think about Kai yet. I'm not sure. I mean, I think after episode 3 and once to rescue him, he might, you know, become Team Avatar, but he is very mischievous, and I don't really know, you know, like I feel like he has some inherent evil in him, but that's just my feeling. And yeah, and then the 3rd episode was the Earth Queen. Does it surprise you guys that the Dai Li is still the Dai Li? It does not surprise me at all. They're just doing whatever they're doing. If it's not mind control, it's just trying to create an army of air nomads. Like, how do they even imagine that? They don't have the qualification to train an army of air nomads. They don't know their techniques. I mean, obviously, if you once you have the mass, you can still attack a lot of people, but still, like, they're just like picking out air nomads out of Ba Sing Se and locking them up, which doesn't surprise me. And then the Earth Queen is just basically using her people and just taking all the money from them. And that scene when 2 scenes. First scene where I got tears in my eyes in this series because nothing sad happened, but when Mako and Bolin found their family in Ba Sing Se and their grandma was talking about her son, like their father and their mother, and she took out that picture, that was a tearjerker. That was a total tearjerker. And I saw this picture on Tumblr where is Mako and Bolin's grandma, is she the girl that Zuko went out with in what episode? Like, because there was like this picture of old days and today, and she looked like the Earth Ba Sing Se girl with whom Zuko went out with on that one date. But I'm not sure. I need to go look up on that. And then the scene when Zuko went to the South Pole, I don't know, you know, where the cousins of Korra live, and they're going down to the prison, and where he's like, ironically, I hired a guy, like, you know, Sparkly Boom Man once, and tried to kill the Avatar, and, you know, obviously, the 2 cousins, they're just like, the one cousin is just like, yeah, I tried to kill Korra when she ruined my wedding, and Korra's father is just standing next to Zuko, and he's just like, cool story, bro. And he's like, let's focus. I mean, who cares that you tried to kill my daughter? Let's just focus on their mission. I was just like, Zuko and Korra's dad, oh my god, I was laughing so much. So, conclusion, because this is like a pretty long video already, like 8 minutes. Oh well. I really like the episode. I really like this series so far. It's setting up a nice story. You can tell the 4 prisoners, you know, they represent 4 elements, so they will probably have, well, they definitely will have the potential to take out the Avatar. And I wonder what they did. I guess that's the mystery of the whole story. I wonder how this airbending is going to develop. These are the questions, and I know that the episodes 4 and 5 were leaked in Spanish, and I did learn Spanish, but my Spanish isn't that good that I would probably be able to understand everything. So I will wait for the English versions, and I actually like the original dubbing more than any other dubbing. So yeah. What else? Yeah, Dai Li thing, I think it's pretty obvious what's gonna go down. They're probably just gonna be able to rescue all the air nomads and then start you know, their spiritual guide thing. I think it was also indicated in the teaser trailer thing, and I'm not sure how Kai is going to be. I think he's probably gonna fall into like the character trope of being totally converted and a great asset, but still, like, you know, like the smart kid who gets into trouble now and then. But yeah, tell me, what were your thoughts on Avatar, Korra, episodes 1, 2, 3? Did you like them? Let's discuss. Do you have any theories on what's gonna happen, and what were your favorite scenes so far? Did you like it better than book 1 and book 2? Like, personally, I still like book 1 more because I really like this. I don't really like the concept of these mini series where there's like one villain for one story arc. I think it would have been better if there was like a longer plot arc, story arc with a bigger build up. But I'm hoping that this series will rock because I did really enjoy book 1. I didn't really enjoy book 2 that much, but I hope the book 3 will be awesome. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!